everyone! Yes, we are live now. First of all, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Sue, and I will be your host for today. Happy Friday, 大家好, salam hebat, welcome. We are going to start the talk show in a few seconds. So faster, take your friends, take your family, ask them to join us together. Why? Because we're going to have a special guest with us today. So faster share the live stream with them, and maybe you can give me some of your excitement, give me some like, or show your love, please. Yeah, I need some love. Alright, so thank you so much, my friends. So we're gonna start our talk show now. And do you know what's the topic for today? It's pandemic and nutrition. Feed your body with the right nutrients. And this is part of the Protect Kau Kau Hidup Sehat, Hidup Hebat campaign. Yeah. And today we have invited a special guest to share with us 3 key messages. The first one, she's going to share with us what nutrients are vital for our body during this pandemic. Yeah, so what kind of nutrients is needed in this pandemic? Apakah nutrients yang diperlukan dalam pandemik ini? Yeah. Number 2, she's going to share with us how to choose the right nutrients for our body. Sound interesting, right? Number 3, she's going to share with us why is it so important to have healthy cells, healthy skin, and healthy gut for a strong and healthy immune system. So how does all this link together? The nutrients, the immunity, the skin, gut cells. Oh my god, finished already. So my friends, please don't confuse yourself. Huh? So now let us invite our guest speaker for today, Dr. Lee Ching Lee. Oh wait, let me say a few words about Dr. Lee first. Yeah, so Dr. Lee is a senior lecturer with a private medical university, and she holds a PhD in medical and health sciences. She is also a dietitian who has been in the industry for over 20 years. We are so blessed and proud to have her with us today. So now, show your love, your likes to welcome Dr. Lee together. Faster show your love. Right. So welcome Dr. Lee to the talk show for today.
Thanks, Sue. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to see you virtually. I will also give you my love and my likes.
Yeah, Dr. Lee, it's good to see you today. And for those who had joined Body Key Warrior program Season 1 and Season 2, I believe you all already know Dr. Lee. So Dr. Lee, you know that we received a lot of good feedback from our participants and they wanted to learn more from you. And so it's our pleasure to invite Dr. Lee you again to our talk show for today.
Thank you for your kind words, Sue. You just made my day. You know, nowadays in pandemic, it's so important to talk positive, think positive, feel positive.
And also eat enough and sleep enough, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and Dr. Lee, talking about eating enough nutrients, I believe a lot of us, we have the same questions in mind, especially during this pandemic. A lot of us will ask, does an immune boosting diet assist? What is your point of views on this?
Well, Sue, you know, our diet definitely influences our immune system. And the effect of the diet on our immune system, it's a bit complex, you know. And I say that because the diet that works for me may not work for others. Different people have different needs, yeah? And also, the diet that works for me today may not work for me tomorrow. Depending on the situation, our dietary needs for a healthy immune system can change.
Yeah, that's true, Dr. Lee. Because we have previously learned that many factors affect the way the immune system works. Yeah, so it's including diet. So how can a diet support a healthy immune system?
Okay, we can support a healthy immune system by eating what we call a balanced diet. So a balanced diet is a diet that contains all the nutrients that your body needs. Now, one easy way to do this is to choose from a variety of foods as illustrated by the Malaysian food pyramid. Oh, which, by the way, has recently been upgraded. Malaysia has a new food pyramid that was released just before the start of this year.
Oh, really? Probably Dr. Lee, you can share with us what does the new food pyramid look like?
Okay, so with the new food pyramid, Malaysians are now recommended to eat most from the vegetables and fruit group. Now you will find these vegetables and fruit group at the base of the food pyramid because fruit and vegetables collectively are a powerhouse for healthy nutrients, so we should focus eating more from this food group. Now, to get as much nutrients as possible from food, you may also want to choose from something called nutrient dense food choices. So these are fresh food products and less processed food products, yeah? And do not choose from what we call empty calorie food choices. These are ultra processed foods because the more processed the food is, the less nutrients it usually contains. So, for example, if I have an apple and an apple flavored drink, on the screen today, right? So the apple is what we call a fresh fruit product. It has, say, maybe about 90 calories, but it also brings its nutrients with it. So it has its fiber, its vitamins, its minerals, its phytonutrients that can help protect your body, right? The apple flavored drink, however, is a processed food. So all you have is the 90 calories, the sugars, and that's it. You don't have any nutrients in it, and that's what we call an empty calorie food choice. And thirdly, a balanced diet will also mean eating less sugar and eating less fatty red meat. It's things that Malaysians do all the time, isn't it? Because we know that a diet high in refined sugar and red meat and low in fruits and vegetables can give you chronic inflammation of the gut or the intestine and may suppress immunity.
Yeah, so Dr. Lee, I got the key points here. So my friends, I got the key point just now. Balance and enough nutrients for a healthy immune system. Seimbang dan nutrients yang secukupnya. But I just wondering, right, how many of us are really taking enough fruits and vegetables every day? Because I have seen some research, like more than 80% of the Malaysians do not get enough fruits and vegetables. And based on the Malaysian guideline, we need to have at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. So why not we just do a simple survey here, right? So my friends, kawan-kawan, so let us just do a simple survey here. So how many of you are taking at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day? So if you are taking 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, please type yes, Y-E-S in the comment box. If no, maybe just type no in the comment box. Ya, so kalau anda makan sekurang-kurangnya 5 sajian sayur-sayuran dan buah-buahan setiap hari, type yes, Y-E-S dalam comment box. Kalau tidak, type no. So we can see like how many yes and no in the comment box. Okay? And Dr. Lee, talking about nutrients, right? I have another question. Do we need vitamin supplements?
Good question, Sue. Good question. Well, supplements can be helpful to fill in the gap for nutrients in 3 situations. So today, everything I share with you will have 3 points, yeah? Okay? And these 3 situations are when your diet cannot provide enough nutrients for you or when your body needs a boost of certain nutrients. Let's talk about the first situation, okay? So the first situation, if you're eating a diet that is limited in nutrients, low in calories, these are usually what we call weight loss diets. You know, when you're trying to lose weight, you eat less calories, right? Less than 1,200 calories a day. And sometimes you limit the food choices. For example, if I'm going on a low carbohydrate diet, so I don't eat rice, I don't eat bread, I don't eat potatoes, I exclude a few food groups. So I may be limited in nutrients, so I may need a vitamin mineral supplement. Now the second condition is if you have a medical condition or are taking medications that increase your vitamin mineral need, right? But remember, some vitamin and mineral supplements can also affect the way your medication works, yeah? So it's important for you to talk to your doctor about the supplements you are taking. Now, the third situation has got something to do with stress. Now, if your stress levels high, you may need to increase your vitamin or mineral intake. For example, during exam periods, during your audit season, or if you're working overtime.
Yeah, so Dr. Lee, talking about stress, right? I feel that my stress levels are very high during this pandemic. Well, I believe a lot of us be living in this so-called new norms. We need to adapt to it. We need to live with the virus. So in certain extent, it will really increase our stress level. Yeah.
Yes, that's very insightful, Sue. You know, the pandemic has forced life changes upon us. If our usual habit is to go out, now we're stuck at home. You know, if our usual habit is to work in a structured environment like an office, I've got my nice desk, my computer. We now have to work from home with our family. Kitchen on one end, a child online classes on one end, and our pets, either barking or meowing at us. And these changes to our usual life habits can create an unnecessary stress. And under stressful situations, our body cells need more of certain nutrients. This is why it's very important to eat as healthily as you can during this period.
So Dr. Lee, I'm very stressed now. So means that my body need more of certain nutrients. Yeah, so my friends, I got a point just now. So masa stress kan, badan kita perlukan lebih banyak nutrients. Especially pandemic sekarang, stress betul kan? Okay. And Dr. Lee, and we know that our body is made out of trillions of cells. Why healthy cells are important for healthy immunity? So what is your point on this?
So what are cells, Cells are the building blocks of the body. Everything in our body starts with a single cell. So when one cell, it grows into a hair, it grows into my eyes, my lips, my body, my blood, my organs, right? So a healthy cell is the key to a healthy body. And it's important to keep our cells healthy and nourished for robust immunity.
So Dr. Lee, what are the key nutrients that keep our cells stay immunized?
Okay, actually, all nutrients have a role to play in supporting the immune system. And how do we know this? Well, we have what we call research that is called epidemiological studies. So these are studies that are done on 10,000s of people, many people, and they found out that people who are poorly nourished, so they don't eat enough nutrients for their needs, they are at greater risk of bacterial, viral, and other infections. So all nutrients can support a healthy immune system, right? But sometimes we hear about certain nutrients that are highlighted in social media, or perhaps you hear your neighbor tell you about it, or you see supplements that contain these nutrients, right? So these food components or nutrients are highlighted because we have a good understanding with scientific research of how such food components can affect the immune system. So today we know that there are 3 of such components, okay? And I'm going to share with you all 3. Now the first one is something we call micronutrients. So like its word, it's micro, it's nutrients that are needed in micro or small amounts. So usually our need for these nutrients are measured in milligrams or microgram. You can see that on your supplements, right? So we have minerals like zinc, selenium, and copper. And we have vitamins like vitamins A, C, E, and D.
Dr. Lee, I got the first nutrient just now. Micronutrients. And Dr. Lee mentioned just now, micro means small amount and nutrients. We need it in small amounts, but it's still important for our body. I got micronutrients. So what is the next nutrient, Dr. Lee?
Okay, so the second one is also a nutrient, but this time it's called phytonutrients. So the word phyto means plant. So these are nutrients that come from plants, phytonutrients, right? And these components in plants, they are not vitamins, they are not minerals. But how do we know the plants have these phytonutrients? Because plants have color. These phytonutrients provide color to the plants. Now you have previously learned about eating your 5 colors a day. Now that is good. Because you know why? When you eat your 5 colors a day, you are also eating your phytonutrients.
So now I got the second nutrient, phytonutrients, and we need to eat 5 colors a day. So micronutrients, phytonutrients, and what about the next one, Dr. Lee?
Okay, so the third component is something called probiotics. Now, what are probiotics? They are good gut bacteria, and I will talk a little bit more about that later on in this live show, right? So these good gut bacteria are things that you can find either in probiotic supplements of fermented food products like tempeh, natto, kimchi, or cultured milk.
Now I got the third nutrients, probiotics. And Dr. Lee, you mentioned about micronutrients, phytonutrients, and probiotics, right? So how do these nutrients work? Yeah, maybe you can elaborate more on this.
Okay, so some of these nutrients or food components act as antioxidants that protect our body cells from infection and support our immune cells. Now, the word antioxidants already tells you how this thing works. Anti means against, okay, melawan. Oxidants means things that cause oxidation to our cell or process oxidasi, okay? How do I explain this better? Okay, have you ever cut some fruit, like pear or banana, you cut it and you leave it out in the open? Yeah? What happens?
Yes, it's awful. Yeah, it looks awful because the colors will turn into brown color.
That's right. So that change of color from that nice fresh white to that yucky brown is a sign that the fruit cells are being oxidized. It's undergoing oxidation. So in the same way, our body cells can be attacked by oxidation, and antioxidants like vitamins A, vitamin C, vitamins E, your A's altogether, and phytonutrients help protect our cells from this damage. They protect what we call cell integrity. Now, if we talk about specific vitamins, I want to share with you something called vitamin C, because vitamin C is one of the nutrients that we know has a direct effect on our immune cells. We have white blood cells in our body, and that's a type of immune cell. So there are many different types of white blood cell, but one type of white blood cell is called a neutrophil. Now, if you can't remember that scientific word, it's okay. You just have to remember how the neutrophil acts. So the neutrophil acts like a Pac-Man. Have you played that video game before? I think if you have played, then you must be around my age, okay? So in that video game, the Pac-Man comes and it eats up all the little viruses, isn't it, on the screen? Now, the same way your neutrophil acts like a Pac-Man, whenever it sees harmful bacteria or fungus in the body, it starts to eat it up. But this process of eating up this harmful bacteria and fungus causes oxidation to happen to the neutrophil. And research now has shown that if we eat enough vitamin C, we actually protect that neutrophil so it does a better job at protecting our body, right? Now, the other way that nutrients work to support our body's immune system is by supporting the function of enzymes in our body. Our body has many different types of enzymes, and the cells of our immune system depend on a lot of enzyme functions that actually need zinc as the key to function. So for these enzymes to work, zinc is like the messenger or the key to make these enzymes work.
So zinc is also another helpful nutrient, huh? Yeah, now I got it.
Yeah. And the other helpful nutrient that we always talk about is vitamin D. You have previously learned, I think, on the learning video that our immune system is divided into innate and adaptive immune system. Now, vitamin D affects both the innate and adaptive immune system. So it's a very, very important nutrient. But the sad thing is that in Malaysia, anywhere between 10% to up to 80% of Malaysians, children and adults, have vitamin D insufficiency, meaning they don't have optimal levels of vitamin D in their body.
So Dr. Lee, despite Malaysia being such a sunny country, we also will have vitamin D deficiency, huh?
Yes, it's surprising, right? You see, our skin makes vitamin D when it absorbs the sunlight, and we think that vitamin D insufficiency may be a problem because of how we live our lives. We always sit indoors, wear clothing that protect our skin, and then we don't get enough vitamin D in our diet.
Yeah, so just joke aside, maybe during this pandemic, we stay at home too long already, we did not expose to the sun, so that is one of the reasons that we get vitamin D deficiency. But that's just kidding. Okay, so my friends, today I have a tips for you all. So we can actually get the zinc and vitamin D in our multivitamins and multi-mineral supplement too. Yeah, and Dr. Lee, in previous talk show, we have learned about 3 lines of defense in our body. And we know that our skin, is the first line of defense against germs from the environment. And of course, I believe a lot of the ladies and gentlemen are interested to know what nutrients are good for our skin. Yeah? So probably you can share with us on that part.
I can do this, Sue. So your skin is, yes, your first line of defense, right? So it's important that the nutrients we eat support what we call a healthy skin barrier, right? So if you have a healthy skin barrier, it means your skin has enough collagen, you know, that nutrient that makes your skin go toing toing, right? Okay. It has enough nutrients to protect the skin cells against oxidation. We talked about antioxidants, and it has enough nutrients to help your skin to heal after it has a cut, so improved wound healing. And the two nutrients that can support these functions are vitamin C and protein.
Now I got another key point here. So my friend, I got another key point. So vitamin C and protein are good for the skin and easy to remember. C, cantik. Yeah? So remember, vitamin C and protein are good for the healthy skin. Right? And Dr. Lee, talking about vitamin C, right? I believe a lot of us, or I believe a lot of the audience here, they would like to ask another question. Yeah? There are so many vitamin C supplements in the market. How to choose the right vitamin C? So probably you can share us your thoughts on this.
Okay, so how you choose your right vitamin C supplement will also come in 3 steps. Okay, the first thing is always safety first, right? Whenever it comes to any supplements, including vitamin C supplements, make sure what you're taking is safe, and you know what you're taking is safe if your supplements are regulated by the local authorities. So don't simply go online and then buy a supplement just because it's cheap. All right. Number 2, you need to check for the amount of vitamin C that is in the supplement itself. Now, why do you need to do this? Because vitamin C is what we call a water-soluble vitamin, meaning it dissolves in water. It dissolves in water, right? And if we take in more than the body can absorb, the extra vitamin C is dissolved in water, so we just donate that extra vitamin C to Indah water, right? So in general, the highest amount of vitamin C that we can absorb at any one time is only 500 milligrams.
Now I got another key point, my friends. It's 500 mg at one time. So if too much, just becomes expensive urine, right, Dr. Lee?
Yes, that's right. Now, some supplements package the vitamin C in a way that allows the slow release of vitamin C throughout the day, and this can improve the way our body absorbs the vitamin.
So for example, a vitamin C tablets with extended release technology.
Yes, I like that word you use, extended release technology. Now that can be very helpful. And the third thing to know is where your vitamin C comes from and how it is processed. Remember I said vitamin C is water soluble. Now vitamin C is also very not heat resistant. So whenever it's exposed to heat, it can degrade and then it won't be active anymore. So it's very important to know where your vitamin C comes from and how it's processed, because both of these things can actually affect the quality of the vitamin C you take. Now, I think some places call this traceability.
Yeah, Dr. Lee, is from seed to supplement. Yeah, and Dr. Lee, I think you have shared about nutrients for healthy cells, healthy skin. What about our gut health? Because we know that about 70% of the immune cells are located at our gut. Is that true?
Yes, that is very correct, Sue. You know, our gut, or the other word for it is intestines, or the Malay word for it is your usus, U-S-U-S, yeah? Now, it plays a very important role in our immune system, right? This is why we need to eat in a way that supports a healthy gut. So what do I mean by a healthy gut? A healthy gut is one that has enough good gut bacteria. You see, our intestine has both good and bad gut bacteria, but we want to have more good gut bacteria because good gut bacteria can help reduce inflammation and protect your body from harmful bacteria and fungi.
So Dr. Lee, to achieve a healthy gut, right, what kind of nutrient or what kind of foods that we need to eat?
So there are again 3 things you need to remember. Okay, the first, you need to eat probiotic foods. Okay, and these probiotic foods usually contain live good bacteria. You can get them from fermented foods like tempeh, natto, kimchi, cultured milk. Right? You can also get probiotics from supplements. Okay, that's the first thing. Now, the second thing to do is you must make sure after you eat the good gut bacteria, it arrives in your intestine, it grows, isn't it? Right? And for the good gut bacteria to grow, you need to feed it with the food it likes. So, what sort of food does good gut bacteria like? It's a certain type of fiber that our body cannot absorb. So, foods like oats, vegetables, fruits, legumes, they contain this type of fiber that your good gut bacteria uses to stay healthy and alive.
Dr. Lee, just now you mentioned live good gut bacteria. Can you tell us more about this?
So that's where the third step comes in, okay? Now, when you eat a probiotic, it could be either in the form of food or a supplement. It first goes into your mouth, then you swallow it, it goes into your stomach. Now, your stomach produces acid. That is normal because the acid helps you digest food. Now, the acidic environment in your stomach is almost like your car battery. Very corrosive, okay? So the probiotic that you eat must survive the digestive enzymes and acidic environment of your stomach. So this way, it leaves the stomach, it goes into your gut or your intestine, it stays there live, it survives, it grows, and then it works its magic in your gut. Now, this is a very important aspect to consider when taking probiotic supplements.
Now I got another point here, my friends. So when we take probiotic supplements, we need to choose those with Arrive Alive technology so that the probiotic can work the magic in the gut. They can survive through the stomach. Yeah.
Yes, that's right, Sue.
Alright, Dr. Lee, I think we have learned so much from you today, and I need a bit of time to digest it, and my friend also, we need some time to digest it, but it's very fruitful sharing. It's just like giving us a lecture. So thank you so much, Dr. Lee. Thank you for your time today. We will definitely see you again. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye.
My friends, kawan-kawan, can you all give the thumbs up and like to Dr. Lee? Give some love to Dr. Lee for the great sharing today, yeah? Alright, so my friends, today we have learned about the good nutrients for healthy cells, healthy skin, and healthy gut. And we know that a healthy cell, skin, and gut can lead to a healthy and strong immunity, especially in this pandemic. So remember the key points that we shared just now. Getting enough nutrients for your body, especially in this pandemic. Yeah. So if you would like to know more about it, check out the mini edu videos in our Nutrilite Malaysia Facebook. Check it out today. Yeah. So protect kau-kau, hidup sehat, hidup hebat. That's all for today. Thank you so much once again. Bye bye everyone. Take care.